Look at this, a scary scene in downtown Kansas City. Bricks from a parking garage tumbled to the sidewalk and street below. Now, this is right next to the Aladdin Hotel. Luckily, no one was hurt. Still, it raises safety concerns. Wyandotte Street between 12th and 13th Streets, they remain closed. That's where we find KCTV5's Ali Espinoza live at 5. Ali, there are a lot of old buildings downtown. Should we be concerned here?
Yeah, Zach. Well, we actually did some digging into public records, which show this actually isn't the first time this building has had issues. Now, you can still see the bricks here after last night's incident. Now, we did talk to a guy who has quite the history with this garage, and he actually can't believe it's still here standing.
And I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it's even still standing.
This man, who didn't want to give us his last name, says he worked along 13th and Wyandotte Street over 20 years ago. He's been a valet parking cars in this very parking garage. The same garage that had its roof railing fall off just overnight, now prompting an investigation.
In the course of using it over the years, the employer finally opted to stop parking cars in there because of a couple incidents where I believe concrete or something fell onto parked cars and caused damage.
City public records show 5311 calls for a garage under the address 1219 Wyandotte Street since 2021. We found everything from right-of-way inspections to property violations and even damaged structure as of 2024. But public records also show the address is listed as 1227 Wyandotte Street with 2311 cases. Those cases mostly dealing with sidewalks and curbs and water lines.
This is only a 4-story building, but we've had people get hit on heads with rocks for a story or two, and it has not ended up good for them. They've passed away. And so those are things that you definitely want to stay away from the area. Don't cross over caution lines. Don't go across barriers. Don't walk in front of it just to save yourself from going around the block. It's not worth the time. It's not worth the trouble for you to do so.
Investigators say this structure was not being used, and they are working to contact the building's owners. If it's determined safe, this area will be opened back up. Kansas City fire officials acknowledging the high traffic area and reminding people it's still not secure, telling us they don't know if the building is done falling apart and wanting to keep it at no reported injuries.
I'm just glad nobody hopefully was hurt in this last instance, and I hope hope that steps are taken by the city, by the powers that be, to ensure that, that this no longer poses a safety hazard to the community.
Now, the building's owner was unreachable. Unfortunately, we have seen quite a few people actually walk through these barricades and under the police tape throughout the day. Again, fire officials are reminding people they don't know if this building is done collapsing, so they're really stressing for you to go around and avoid this area. Live in downtown Kansas City, Ali Espinoza, KCTV 5 News.
Yeah, it's blocked off for a reason, Ali. Thank you.